Hello everybody, Queen Bee here. Welcome to the channel and welcome back to Outlaws of the Old West, where we are going to be building ourselves a stable and ranching horses. We're going to be a proper, genuine cowgirl. Now, a bit of an apology, I completely forgot to turn my mic on when I was recording this, so I am recording a voiceover and mashing it in with the original video. But I just want to talk about what I did that day. I didn't want to exclude the footage of me building the stables because, quite frankly, I think they're coming together really nicely. We had such a lucky day, or couple of days, on the old horse front. And, as you can see, on the bandit front, we managed to slaughter quite a few bandits. And I'm quite proud of my handling of them. See? Look at it. Aren't I just cool? I am, like, so built for the old out west. So I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're keeping healthy and safe and enjoying your gaming. Or if you don't game but enjoy the videos, then I hope you're enjoying that. So yeah, first horse. Here we go. Little sucker tried to run away, but I'm getting the hang of capturing them. This was quite funny. For some reason, I switched around. I turned around in my saddle. I think there must be a command to do that, and not just a glitch, but it did make me chuckle. Yeah, I was quite shocked by that, but I think that was quite a funny animation. So yeah, we spent a lot of our time. We make the stables out of planks and iron bars, so obviously there's a lot of grinding in my recording that I cut out. A hell of a lot, but yeah, it's so worth it, and it's a nice addition to the beginning of our homestead, really. I want to thank people for their comments on the videos as well. Somebody recommended that when it comes to allocating skill points, I don't allocate into, what was I doing? Combat and accuracy. There we go. And that I focus on allocating points into health, which does make sense. When the person who commented told me the stats. The stats for added combat and accuracy are just useless, and stamina, as much as you get more stamina, it still takes the more you have, the longer it takes to regen. It doesn't regen any quicker, which is a shame. Although I do still focus on stamina for the horse, because if I can go for a longer blast away from bandits or bears, then then that helps get me safe. So, blueprints. We asked in the last episode, could we create an entire building from blueprints? Now, the answer is no, but we can create furnishings and supportive items. So, I decided to get a little bit homely and pop myself a rug down. But, yeah, so here we come into the build. And yeah, it's very, very resource hungry, this build, but I like it. I love it so much. Just wait till you see the whole final piece. I think it's not entirely final. There is a bit more to do, definitely a bit more to do, but by the end of today I've got something that I could be really proud of. So yeah, I think we'll just we'll leave this, and you guys can see the build in action, or some of it anyway. Yeah, actually, going back to blueprints. Now I've had differing responses. One person has told me that there were full blueprints, which I kind of got the impression that there were, but that they were removed during an alpha due to them being glitchy. So there were full building blueprints, however, another poster has said that actually there never were full building blueprints. So if anyone can clarify which one of those is correct, then let me know. Because both people seem to be quite knowledgeable about the game and have a number of hours under their belt. I suppose it doesn't really matter that their blueprints aren't in existence now. And if they never were, it would be lovely. It would be lovely if they brought some blueprints in. Though we could just, for science, we could just have a play with. However, I do like my building. It is quite fun. So I spent a little bit of time trying to decide how to do the interior, and then I realised I was essentially out of resources again, or close to out. So we went off on a little jolly. We did this a number of times, guys. A number of times we had to go and get more iron and get more wood, and obviously on the way we were stopping and picking up the salt and the sulfur, whatever we could. But we did manage to craft a nice amount of bullets. I'm not sure if you can see there, but so I think we ended up with about 95 bullets by the end, 80 of which we'd crafted, which was awesome. Man, I love the mining in this game is just brilliant. My love of mining, where would I say it started? I actually think, I think I said in another video that it started with 7 Days to Die, and it kind of grew there. It became a monster there. I became a monster miner, a proper tunnel rat. But I used to love it in Don't Starve as well. You'd go and stand in the middle of a rock biome and just mine the crap out of it. But a little tip, guys, I think I've said this before, but the hitbox on these stones can be a little bit tricksy, and I was watching a KJ848 video, and his tip does help. It's quite simple. Make sure your crosshairs are actually on the rock itself, because you'll be looking at it, it'll be in your field of vision, and then but it won't be hitting, and you realise that your crosshairs are actually not on the rock. Look at me, I am like a boss catching these horses. There we go. Now, if you could hear what I was saying in the videos, if I hadn't stupidly left my mic off, you would know that I have purposefully not named the horses that I'm catching today. And indeed some of the others. I've got Pickles 1, Pickles 2 and Saviour. Now if you've seen my previous videos, Saviour is... I normally name horses after horses that I've owned or I've encountered. Ben Nevis is the horse that I own at the moment. I'm still looking for like a real dark bay horse or a black horse to call Queen Bee, which was my horse of a lifetime, and Pickles was my first pony. So we've actually got Pickles 1 and 2. Pickles is I'm riding Pickles at the moment. No, I'm not. I am riding Pickles now. I think that's Pickles. Pickles 1, and then we found a horse that actually looked a lot more like my original Pickles, so we called him Pickles 2. So Saviour was named Saviour not because he resembles a horse that I used to own, or no, but because we stupidly died and we respawned because we hadn't put a bed down, and Saviour was the horse that we came across that enabled us to swiftly, we captured him and we got ourselves home. So he was our saviour, and then he was given the name Saviour. Other than those three, Pickles 1, Pickles 2 and Saviour, no other horse is being named. I can't be coming attached to them. When we used to keep pigs for rearing and slaughter, we named them, but we named them after politicians. That made it easier to slaughter them. I cannot sell these horses if they've got names, or if I think they're cute and fluffy. It's not happening. So yeah, just the 3 that we're keeping. I'm not going to go over the top and keep them all long term. Maybe just for a little while. So we've smashed through my 100 sub target, guys. It's gone quite crazy. We smashed through at like midnight my time on the 4th. We hit 100 subs. Oh, and it's crazy. It's absolutely brilliant. Thank you all so much for your support, your liking, your commenting, everything. You're amazing. And then since the 4th, I mean, what are we on? We're on the 8th, so we've been so with 4 days and we've got 7 more subs. Insane. Insanity reigns. Thank you. Thank you to all the new subs, and long may it continue. So yeah, it's I don't know, a voiceover commentary isn't normally what I would do, as you generally know. But needs must, and I just didn't want you guys to miss out on all the wonderful shenanigans in this episode. So another horse. We've got a couple more horses. At this point, I've just got off. I've told them to stay, and then I'm going to go off and I'm going to tackle these bad boys out here. But yeah, we've got 3 new horses in this episode. Proper genuine rancher. Shit. Yeah, putting that. Look at my health bar, guys. I have taken some hits, but look at my health bar. It's I'm being affected a lot less, and of course I've crafted myself bandages like a clever little girl. Oh gosh. There we are. Just hate the way they dodge left and right. There we go. And so we get a little bit more money, a little bit more in the way of weapons. Their eye patches and stuff. I'm still not sure what we do with those eye patches. Can we sell them to the tailor maybe? I don't know. Yeah, and of course we get a bit of ammo, a bit of money, some pistols. Then really, it's just up to us to get the horses home. Now, these horses were a bit bloody tricky. They kept glitching into trees and getting themselves stuck on rocks. These new horses, they're not easy to train, you know. It takes a lot of work. So, we've got, what, 5 back here, 2 more, 7 horses in total. There we go. There we go. Yeah, that's Pickles 1. Pickles 2 is just behind him, the full brown one. There we go. See what I mean? They are shenanigans, those new horses. So yeah, back to building really. Now I did build some bricks, as you can see, and the iron. Oh my god, the amount of iron that I had to get to because I think it was 10 iron bars for what I'm going to put down now, which I decided not to use in the end because I found something infinitely more suitable. But that is, I can't remember how many bricks, but it's something like 5 or 10 iron bars per. So yeah, I decided on, you'll see in a second, a different approach. But I think that is quite a cool build, the brick and the bars. I think we might do a jail. Might stick one of our NPCs in the jail. So yeah, another load of grinding. I literally placed that one thing down, I think, and then realised I could only put the one. But this was me just trying out what to do and placement and stuff. And realising that perhaps we could do better. And of course, I thought I'd built all of the tools, but sadly not. There's always more tools you can build in this. And a shovel. I don't know what the shovel does. There's a shovel in this, and the scythe. I've not tried using the scythe yet. I just pick plants with my hands, but don't really see a point in building a scythe. But built a pitchfork, and then I spotted the interior. Essentially, they're like this, but they cost a lot less in resources, and actually, they go much better in here. The only thing that I would say, and I don't know, maybe I've got something completely wrong, but when I put a barn door on, I can only put a red barn door. I can't put one that's got the same colour as my build, which ticks me off a little bit. Also, just springing to my mind, totally off piste, but mods. See, I'm doing a modded playthrough in my Dawn of Man series. I love it. I really love the mod. And if anyone's got any mods that they think would be fun to play in Outlaws at some point, do let me know. Or any additions that you think would be useful. Are there any mods for Outlaws? I'm not sure. You see, I'm really blind in this. This is my second ever playthrough. So there's so much to learn about this game. But I certainly feel a little bit more comfortable in this game than I did the last one. But yeah, there's still so much I don't know. So are there any mods? Are they any good? And would you like to see me play them? If so, which ones? So yeah, this is what I went for in the end. A lot less resources, much more in keeping, I think you'll agree. And instead of individual stables, I went for a nice big area where they can all mingle and chat and groom each other, and I think it works really well, really, really nicely. I love the shadows. You even get the little slot shadows. It's done really nicely, really, really nicely. Bloody doors, I always choose the wrong door. Whenever there's a left or a right, I always choose the wrong one. There we go. But yeah, I'm really happy with this. Really happy. I think it works so well. So, on that side, essentially we have all of the horses that we are going to sell. And there they are. Those are all our for sales. There are no names for those horses other than pound sign and dollar and money bag. But for now we're going to leave them in there. And I don't know, I mean, something that you might be able Oh, excuse me. Something that you guys might be able to answer. Water troughs. Will they drink out of a water trough if not tied to a post? That is a question that I would like answering. I suppose I'll answer it myself in time. But, yeah, we pop a couple of water troughs down. The hitboxes on these bad boys are almost as bad. In fact, they're worse than the rocks. Trying to fill them up with water is a little bit irritating, as it keeps trying to select the plank below. However, do stick with it, because as you'll see later, it is possible. You just got to move your camera a little bit. So yeah, a couple of different tools used to make this. The barn, well, actually three. So no, two. So the interior and the barn door is made by the pitchfork, and then I think was it the mallet that we used to make the outdoors with the planks and everything. But I think it works very well. Yeah, and obviously this side is for pickles, and saviour. So yeah, I cut out a lot of that because I was really trying to find the hitbox. But we did it, we got there. You can see it pops up, and then as I run forward it disappears. It's so sensitive. But just stick with it, guys, you will find it. It's such a soothing sound. I literally play this and then I turn the computer off and then I go off to the yard and I hear this sound for real. And it is such a soothing sound. So yeah, in goes my saddlery. And of course there's one thing, well, a couple of things, but one major thing that we need to do to make this perfect. And that is to get our horse dealer. So there he is. I don't know what to name him in this one. We normally have, our NPCs normally have names, and we haven't named them yet. But how cool is that? We've got a proper little barn going on in here. And it just looks so right. It's nice to have the NPC in here. It makes it easier for us to sell our horses to him. I think the saddle rack or the saddlery works very good as well. And look, it just looks like a proper, genuine barn. Be nice if we could put some straw on, like some straw effect in the stalls, but do you know what? I'm not complaining at all. God, walking in that orbit view is a bit tricky. So then I start to play with the roof, really. And I don't know, you let me know what you think, because I think I just need to change the shape. I'm not entirely happy with the shape it makes once I put this end down. So you'll see any second now it should change. Oh, no, it doesn't. We'll go outside in a second and then you'll see it. So I also popped down NPC, the gunsmith chappie, and sold him all the guns that we've got from the bandits, and that's brought us up to, I think it was $94 again. So we're not that far from, you know, not much more money, and that's easily achievable with the horses from getting our gold mine. Right, so as you can see, we've got this, but that central bit I'm not entirely sure on. I kind of feel like we should come up one of those oblong blocks again, and then have a shallower half wall slope ceiling instead of that steep ceiling there. So what I'll do, I mean, if you can't get what I mean, I'll rip it down in the next episode and I'll show you. Okay, and this is the final piece to the puzzle. No barn is complete without some hay for the horses. So, gosh, don't these take a while to craft? They take forever to craft. I crafted 3 and it took a real long time, which is bizarre. I don't know of anything else that takes that long to craft in this game. Or maybe it was just because I was desperately watching and wanting them. So I put one on either side, and as per every barn that I know, I keep a spare in the central area, like a soul. I'm going to have a play as well to see whether I can actually stack them top of each other in a little pile, because that would be really cool. And no, guys, you are not going to see me in this episode selling any horses to the horse dealer, because I think they deserve to spend a little time in their brand new barn. Would not bring myself to do it, because look at how cool they look. I can't sell that. I just can't bring myself. I will not become a horse hoarder long term. But, you know, I mean, I suppose maybe we wait until we've got a couple more horses. I just can't do it. Anyway, guys, that is kind of where we're going to leave it. We got loads done, and that's why I did this voiceover, so that you could see. If you've liked the video, it's a bit different, I get it, I know. But if you have liked the video, if you've liked the build, please do take time to click the like button. And if you haven't already, it'd be great if you could consider subscribing. My personal target now is 200, so if you can help me get on my way to that would be awesome. The next episode we're going to be continuing the build, maybe looking for some more horses. We might even go up and change our clothing and go up into the snow biome. But if you've got any hints, tips, comments or criticisms, anything you'd like to see me do, let me know. And until next time, guys, you stay safe and take care.